the new Five Nights at Freddy's game is revealed and a trailer is out. I'm Drew or Cuso. How you guys doing? Let's get into it. The Five Nights at Freddy's franchise has become an indie phenomenon all its own. And even if you don't play the games, it's sure a lot of fun watching people play it as well and getting the pants scared off of them. But the lore has become such an incredible aspect to the game that it keeps people coming back time after time. And Scott Cawthon releasing 4 Five Nights at Freddy's titles, 5 if you include the brand new Five Nights at Freddy's World RPG, in all the span of 18 months. Now that's a lot of game for just one developer, but now he has released that his newest project, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, will be coming out this fall. Not much is said about the game yet except for the short minute-plus trailer that we've gotten, but let's take apart what we do know so far and let's speculate a little bit. So of course, no concrete information is for sure on Five Nights at Freddy's sister location so far, but the trailer appears to be more than interactive than the few previous games. The first 3 games involved staying in one centralized location, a desk, while the 4th had you in a bedroom being able to move to doors, and that limited movement added a new level of scariness to the game. If you want to look at the new sister location trailer, it looks like there's a whole lot of more movement than before. There's crawling through air ducts, a possible elevator ride where it says deep below ground. That could be a possible escalator ride all the way down to this new sister location, whatever the heck that means. And also, the minute-plus footage that's available, there may be a lot more movement through what seems to be that cockpit area, once again crawling through that air duct, and overall just maneuvering this overall unknown area in which we're in. Other than that, we can't really tell anything on the location. But of course, it could just be the same sort of thing staying in one central location, but it's all up to speculation at this point. Moving on to the animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, from the dancing on stage in smoother, more plasticky detail than ever before, we can see 4 animatronics. One, a white and pink Freddy-like bear, which in Five Nights at Freddy's World is called Funtime Freddy. What looks to be like a fully together Mangle, or Funtime Foxy. A ballerina named Belinda, as some fans like to say. And of course, a jester girl in front of the whole band, who kind of looks like Harley Quinn mixed with the girl from Wendy's, named Baby. Now, all of these are kind of coming together to create a very creepy atmosphere, and the term sister location leads fans to believe that this is going to be a feminine surrounded game. The colors of the animatronics are a lot more feminine and a lot nicer than before, but of course you have to have that little scare factor. And what better way to do that than have the animatronics' faces move out and in to reveal their internal electronics endoskeleton. It's very creepy, it's very terrible, and of course without a hint of humanity left in these terrible, terrible creations. Not even the appearance can do it justice, because there's no fur, there's no cover on them. It's just plastic and metal. It's not that soft kind of scarier plush looking that we've seen in the previous 4 games. Now the teaser showing all of this includes a crying, almost childlike voice that repeats the sentence softly, "Don't hold it against us." What does that mean? Well, now let's get into the speculation part. Now, this is very special to a Five Nights at Freddy's game. We've never had talking in this game except for the little pieces that we get from the phone guy. And from a couple of screenshots within the trailer, we can try to see a keypad or a telephone, which could lead to a possible phone guy or, any sort of outside interference from someone else who's trying to help you survive. But not just because one of the animatronics might be talking, but that there's talking at all. In earlier games, the only talk came from the phone guy, like I said before, providing context for all the environment and the habits and the behaviors of the animatronics and how to survive the nights. But if there's another voice on top of that can lead to confusing instructions or whispering or shouting or anything else that's going to confuse the player, it just adds a new level of scary and a new way of communicating to the player, making the game a little bit more personable. There are so many ways to add ambiance to this crazy environment with such a change, and with Scott Cawthon's ability to set a tone, I'm really interested in seeing the setting and where the character's speech is going to be added. Now, the trailer of Sister Location ends with a similarly ominous message, like the one previously noted, one that indicates that the original quadrilogy, this will end with multiple titles to flesh out the storyline. Now, the quote is a little bit unsettling. It just says, "You don't know what we've been through." Now, a lot of people have been stating that this might be Baby talking, and that Baby can possibly be the Fredbear at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 4 that is saying, "We will put you back together." That's a big, big story loop. People are saying this game isn't going to even be a part of this universe of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. This can be a completely different universe, but then again, it is mentioned by the phone guy in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 that there is a sister location, which would denote that it is in the same universe, which then debunks the last method. Of course, in the first 4 titles, the main series, as people are now calling it, it appears to have completed the original story and vision of Cawthon. Now, there are still secrets buried within the game, of course, the padlocked case at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So Sister Location may not expand on any of those, but it's really impossible to say at this point. But visually, it looks completely different than any of the other 4 titles that we've seen in the past. Like I said before, nothing is for certain about Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location. But one thing is for sure, you can tell me all about it down in the comment section below. What you think is going to happen in this new game. You can tell me what you think is going to be the scariest part. If you think it's going to tie into the main storyline, everything like that. What do you think is going to be brought to the table? New aspects of the game. Do you think this is going to be completely new to the universe of Five Nights at Freddy's? What do you think is going to happen? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to touch on those next time. But anyways, guys, that's my time. My name is Drew, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.